Hi guys, Sandy Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, we're going to work in my Dylusions art journal. It's good. This is a really good paper for sprays, for the Dylusion sprays. And Penny, I heard you, girl. I can go crazy learning different techniques and then like go on to a whole nother set of techniques. And Penny's like, I would love for you to do something with the stuff that we bought last month. Which is these Dylusion sprays. Okay, so we're going to be using these today. We're going to be using Dylusions paints. Get that out of the way. We're going to be using these Dylusion paints. These colors here. And any of the stuff I'm doing can be totally substituted with a plain old acrylic 50-cent paints. Okay, so remember that. And what's cool today is what we're gonna do today is gonna do our background, which is what we always do. We're gonna get our background done. I have no idea what my focal point is, and you guys know usually I already have the page pre-done so I can show you what it's gonna look like, and then we start a new one, or I show you what my focal points are. I have no idea. I did that the other day, and I just created a background, and then I chose a focal point, and I loved it. So it was just another way to work, and I think it's good to challenge yourself like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use my Gelli prints that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. We're going to use my Gelli prints on this side, and we're going to use sprays on this side. And we're going to throw some sprays over here too. And we're going to use the paints on this side too. So you're going to see. We're going to do a mix. But this side's going to be only sprays. But it's all in the same color family. So even though we're using kind of two different things for the background, they're going to mesh together. Because we are going to throw some sprays over here. And anyway, let's get started. All right. So, love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me see what you guys are seeing. Make sure everything. Isn't that beautiful? I think so. So let's tear off the white. I like to tear off the white parts. No reason for those. Who wants white space? I laugh because there's people who challenge themselves to leave white space, which I probably should join that challenge. I don't know what white space is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm using my homemade Mod Podge. Oh, I know what I want to say. For the sake of drawing time, I'm not going to be putting Mod Podge over my Mod Podge over the top. For the sake of drawing, and also I want it to be a super paintable surface. And I do make my Mod Podge matte, but I just want to make sure it's a super paintable surface, and I want to do it right now. I want to go further in my video. I don't want to have to wait for anything to dry. So if I don't put Mod Podge on top, I'm not going to have to wait for it to dry. And a lot of times what I do is I Mod Podge the whole thing, even on top. And then to make it a really paintable surface, I'll put a very light coat of gesso on it. You guys have seen me do that, so you can really see through it still. But I want to work with the full color here. So now, if I wanted to not be cheap, I could have used matte medium, and that's a very paintable surface. And this can be very paintable too, because I do make it matte, but I'm just doing it to make sure, you guys. Oh, wait a minute. I want to move on to a different one. Let's go on to this. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, you guys, Gelli printing your papers for your backgrounds is where it's at. Making your own paper for your backgrounds. If you missed those videos, they're right below here. Go and see how I've been Gelli printing. Check out other people's videos. I mean, a ton of people have Gelli printing videos. Nothing I've obviously created. But you can just see my technique of Gelli printing and things I've learned from other people, and do some Gelli printing. if you haven't done that before. Okay, put that there. You get, I made my own jelly plate. And how you make it, you can check up the Frugal Crafter. She has two different ways to make jelly plates. And the recipe I chose was the one that was glycerin, water, and the plain gelatin. The other one she has, I think, includes alcohol. The alcohol and it's glycerin, gelatin, and water. And what the glycerin does, it's a natural preservative. And so is the alcohol. So, anyway, you can go there if you want to make your own jelly plate. If not, everybody's selling jelly plates now. So you can just look up jelly plates, Google it, and you can get one. And you know, a lot of times you can't, they don't sell them, I don't think, in Michael's, Joann's, or Hobby Lobby. I've looked and I've never seen them for sale there. I could be wrong. So if you don't see one for sale there, and you don't want to make your own, I heard you can go to Blick's, like an art supply store. If you have a Blick's, I've heard they sell them. So, but I did make my jelly plate, and it's a big size. It's like in a cake pan, glass cake pan, and I made mine for $15, and I made two of those, two sides of a glass cake pan about that thick. So, it's a really good deal. And since prices have gone up, I've had my two jelly plates for like, geez, 6-7 years. They haven't molded. They're still great. Today, in today's world, it might cost you $20 instead of $15. Maybe it'll still cost you $15. You know, things have kind of gone up, so. All right, I'm just gluing all of my jelly print pieces. I like that up there. Down. And I'm using this magazine as my glue surface so that everything doesn't get all sticky. Oh, I should show you guys. I got my glass mat. I've been thinking, should I get a glass mat, like a Tim Holtz glass mat? But I didn't get Tim Holtz. I got Crafter's Companion. It was only $20, and it was a nice size, and I like Crafter Companion stuff, so. And I thought for 20 bucks, oh my God, and I love it. And I've seen the Tim Holtz one, and I love his too. But I think this one is just as good. So, I am happy. And I could get this glue all over my glass mat, but I really don't want to clean my glass. I don't really want to clean glue off my glass mat. I don't mind cleaning paint off, because that's wipeable. Glue is wipeable too, but it can just get, ugh. It's glue. Do I need to say anything else? No. It's glue. Ooh, I want to put that down here. Okay. Look how beautiful this is already. I mean, look what these beautiful jelly prints can do. I mean, I've already made magic just gluing all these, ripping up these jelly prints and laying these down. It's like insane. Isn't it just crazy good? Love it. Let me look through my other jelly plates prints down here and see what else. Oh, I like this. Look how mild that is. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if that was a wipe-off page or what, but I thought it was very pretty. And I totally knew I was going to use this. Look how pretty that is. And it's just so mild. Very pretty. Here's another cool piece. I just need a small piece to go right there. I have my garbage here. Here's my garbage. Oh, my garbage can's so full. Anybody else lazy about taking their garbage out? I am horrible. Even my kitchen garbage, I'm horrible about getting it out. It gets all the way full. I can't put anything else, and then I finally take it out. Why can't I take it out when it's like 3/4 full? No, I push it. I push it. Okay, I like this here. You know what I like about how this feels? You guys, when you jelly print and you put paper, you let layers of paint dry, it just adds a really cool texture. I don't think I want that. It adds a really cool texture to the paper. I love the way it feels. It feels really cool. All right, let's see if I want this. Yeah, we do. That looks good. Oh! My paintbrush just fell in the deeply into the glue. Just a second. All right, there we go. And as most of you guys know, this is like one of my favorite parts of mixed media, is just collaging. I love to collage. It's like my favorite thing. It's relaxing. You don't have to really think. You just start gluing stuff down. The thinking comes like, you know, before, like what colors you're going to go with, how are you, you know, like that. But before that, you can just kind of zone out and start gluing things down like that. And I think it turns out better if you don't fret over each piece. Don't fret at all, because you guys, there's going to be so many layers on this. Like, that one thing you were fretting about is not going to matter in the end. Okay, so we got enough pieces here. And we have all this yummy jelly printed paper. I'm going to put it all back in my thing over here. Let me show you guys what I keep my jelly printed paper in. And I do it by like color. Like a like type of colors. Just a second. These, you get these bags like this. See these? And they have a handle at the top. Big, huge bags like this from Dollar Tree. You get 3 in a pack. I wish I had the box. But anyway, you get 3 in a pack. And you get it over in the section that when they sell all of the foil and baggies and all that. It's in that section. And they're great. Like, look at, I can put all my jelly prints in here. And I can hang this. Like, I need to get some hooks in here. Put hooks up somewhere so I can hang these bags. I think that's kind of how I'm going to do it. They sell hooks in the hardware section at Dollar Tree. So, I'm going to do that. Now I got to find some wall space to hang these bags. Yeah, right. Okay. All right, so let me put my glue brush in the water. Let me put this away for now. Put my tub of Mod Podge. Oh, I have another one of these. Okay, so on the other page, what we're going to do, let me make sure what you guys are, time we got there. Okay, so on this page over here, God, doesn't that looks so yummy. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Okay, on this page, let's do some dilution sprays. Spray some water. Now, I kind of, Diane Reeveless, she never protects her pages because she likes to get messy. Like, she likes some of this stuff to go onto another page because that just helps start another page, and I totally agree. The only reason that I put wax paper on this side is because I was using glue, so that was the only reason why. Okay, so let's start with a moist page. And, oh, this is my crafter's mat. Isn't that cool? Crafter's Companion. 13 by 19 glass mat. I love it. Okay. And the fact that I only paid 20 bucks, I was like, okay, that's a good deal. And shipping was like reduced, like either free or really cheap. So I got some special deal. Okay, so we got vibrant turquoise. Let's spray some of that. And if any of this spray gets on over here, fabulous. This is funky. Is this funky? No, this is bubblegum pink. bottle's acting kind of funky. Okay, and then, oh, I also have these shimmer sprays, which we're going to use today too. I'll get those out in a second. Do I not have this open? Oh, damn it. Excuse me. I don't have this bottle open. But I opened everything. I think so. Okay, so this is, what is this? Funky Fuchsia. And then I'm going to throw a little sunshine in right here. Okay, that's a lot of paint. Normally what I would do is I would go like this and smash these together. But I want to leave these colors the way they are over here. So I have a Jane Davenport journal. So I'm going to, I always keep a journal to the side, keep a journal over here so that I can stencil off into it, sop up paint or whatever, so I can start a whole nother page. So this journal is going to be fun to work out of this one because it already has all this background on it, so, of paint. So it's like you get a free head start. So I want to work out of this journal here pretty soon. Okay, is this sticking? All right. Look how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. And you know what? I just want to let that dry. We'll just let that dry with it opened. And then I think I have some tags here. Do I have some manila tags? Yeah, I got some tags here. Or something I'm going to make into a tag. Okay. So we're just sopping up the excess. So keep tags around, keep an extra journal around that you can sop up your mess into and start something else. So this is a tag that's ready to be started. Okay. And then on here, we're going to do a ghosting technique. So let me do that. What do I want to choose for my ghosting? Actually, okay, here we go. I'm going to ghost with this flower stencil. And what ghosting is with the we're going to ghost on both sides. But we're going to use acrylic paint to ghost over here. To ghost on this, on the with the sprays, you spray just water. A good amount of water. And it bleaches it. So it bleaches all the open holes, it bleaches it out. So it needs so it's like another really cool layer. So I'm going to use my kitchen roll and roll over this. Also, see all this stuff that you create like this? You can take these paper towel and use that also in your work for backgrounds. Look how cool that is, you guys. Isn't that fabulous? Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Now this right here I could put in another book and do something with, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to. Just wipe that off. Okay. Let me see what you guys are seeing. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's, I love it. Absolutely love it. So it gives you like a whole nother texture, you know? Let's dry that. Just a second. So this is like double the fun. We're working two different techniques. We're working 2 different pages. This is fun. It doesn't have to be super dry, just to get a little bit of wetness off of that, because we had a lot of wetness on this side. Let's go back to this page, and we're going to do some ghosting on with acrylic paint. And this is the new technique I learned, and I love it. I never knew you could ghost with acrylic paint. I was like, yes, please. We're going to use this color here, which is Diane Reevely's, what is this? Bubblegum Pink. I have bubblegum. We're also going to use bubblegum pink shimmer sprays. Diane's shimmer sprays. Love. And then I have that same bubblegum pink in just the regular ink spray. So. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, what am I doing? Okay. I'm so excited to see how this turns out because I love it. All right. We'll use our beautiful unicorn. You guys, these beautiful brushes, you get them in the, on the end caps. Look how gorgeous these brushes are. 4 or 5 come in a package. You get them at Hobby Lobby, and they were like $10 and then like $5. You get more for 10 and less for 5, and then use a coupon. I heard they're clearancing these out for like really cheap. So, and I would have ran over and bought some, but you guys, I already bought so many of the damn things. So I bought like, with coupons, I bought like, I don't know, probably 10 packs. I know. I just wanted to see a whole jar full of those beautiful brushes. So, yeah, I'm crazy like that. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. To paint with that, oh, to paint with something like this makes me happy. So, if you can get happy off just some unicorn brushes, I say go for it. If unicorn brushes make you happy, go for that. All right, so let's do a little bit more of this paint here. I know you guys are like, oh my God, you're covering it all up. What are you doing? But we're not covering it all up. Not at all. Okay, we're taking a paper towel with some water. I thought, when I learned this technique, she used a baby wipe, but I like a paper towel, especially if the paper towel has a lot of texture to it. We're wiping off the paint now. And don't sit around for too long because it is acrylic paint. It dries quick, right? So just get to it right away and start wiping it off. This is going to leave the coolest design. So this is ghosting with acrylic paint. Love it. Look how cool that is. It leaves a really cool design. And what I like to do is I like to take that paper towel and just kind of just on the edges, just spread that out a little bit so it blends into the rest of it, so it doesn't just like cut off. Make sure you guys are seeing that design that's in there. Yeah, do you see the design that's in there? Isn't that cool? Look at that design. Love that. Okay, so sometimes what I do is I'll do that and I'll do that over here. But we're not going to do that over here today. Now we're going to take the sprays. Just a second. My corner on my glass mat. I don't know why that's off. There we go. If I don't have that on, my surface isn't going to be flat. All right, so now let's do some stenciling through, let's do some stenciling with sprays on both pages. All right. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, I can organize myself right into a mess. All right, these are, what are these? These are letters and numbers. We're going to spray through these, and we're going to stick with the same colors. I'm going to use Sparkle, you guys, this turquoisey color. I think this is turquoise. Let me spray this real quick. But what she did is she took her inks and she put sparkle in them. So some of them we're going to be using the sparkle ones. Okay, that's not, that's more of a, I don't know if that's teal or not. Just a second, guys. I'm experimenting quickly to see these colors. All right, that's more the color I want to use. All right, that's going over here. Okay, so what you want to do is when you're using these sprays, you always want to stick with the same color palette that you have been using. We'll put that here. What that does is it keeps everything nice and cohesive. So if you stick with the same color palette, that looks cool. So I just wiped off and cleaned off my thing over on this side. Okay, so we're done with that stencil. This is some Punchinella. Let's spray through some of that. And we'll use this yellow color. Cool, love that. We'll use some Punchinella over here. So I'm using those same sprays. I'm using those same sprays on both pages. Cool, huh? Now that's how we're bringing these two pages together. They have the similar colors, right? And now we're going to use the same stencils on both sides. And you're just doing little bits. You're just trying to create little, just building up texture. Funky fuchsia. Let's spray some funky fuchsia right there. Cool. And we'll spray some funky fuchsia right there. Cool. Now, I could be wiping this off into another book, but for the sake of time of this video, I'm not going to do that. This right here is not a stencil. This is one of those plastic matte things that you get in the craft section. And I thought this would be really cool for the Gelli plate, which I haven't used it yet, but it'd be great to spray through. So we're going to use some Funky Fuchsia, the shimmer spray. Oh, and she said, store your shimmer sprays in a basket like this. This exact basket she stores hers in. And then when you want to do it, turn it to the side and go like this. Don't go like that, or you're going to get the, she said you're going to get your thing stuffed up with the sparkles, with the shimmer. Okay, where is my camera? Oh, my camera, my mirror. Okay, you guys, in about 3 or 4 minutes, my video is going to switch over like it always does. So if you watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about. So just go ahead and go to the next video. Oh, I love that. It's a very mild design. It's very cool. Oh, I love it. That's why I'm doing it a few places, because it's way cool. Oh, it's so mild. It's fabulous. Love that. So this is like, cost you like $1 at Hobby Lobby or any of the stores. So if you see this, pick this up. You can spray through it. You can press it into a Gelli plate. It's fabulous. Okay. And I'm looking to see if I see the glimmer from the glimmer ones. Let me see, just a second. Oh yeah, the glimmers are totally cool. You guys probably aren't gonna be able to see the glimmers, but they gleam really nicely. Like right here, that's all glimmer. Love it. Okay, here's another design. What are we gonna use now? Let's see. Wait, did I already use that color? I did. I don't think I've used this vibrant turquoise. Let's use this vibrant turquoise. Ooh, I love that. That's a cool design. Awesome. So you can see we're just getting crazy with our inks. And we're spraying both sides and we're creating more design and more layers. It's all about the layers. Okay, over here, let's spray some funky fuchsia will look good. And I'll use the shimmer fuchsia. Very cool. Awesome. Think of how many cool layers we already have. We have, on this side, we have the cool Gelli prints. Here, we have layers of just sprays at first, and then we ghost it on both pages. Ghosted with acrylics, so pages are ghosted. And now we're using sprays on both pages. Fabulous. That is kind of a blob right there, which I kind of don't mind, but I would like something different than that blob. So let's go back to this, and let's use some funky fuchsia. That'll There we go. We got a good design in there now. We'll use that same funky fuchsia right there. Awesome. And funky fuchsia right there. Cool. And let's see where else we're going to use this funky fuchsia right here. Love this funky fuchsia color. It's fabulous. I think I have funky fuchsia also in the shimmers. Do I? Yeah, funky fuchsia shimmer too. Oh, I should use this. I don't think I've used this yet. Let's just use funky fuchsia because I'm getting good now on design. I need to stop. Let's use that funky fuchsia on through this because this is really mild. Cool. This just adds a little design, really backgroundy. It doesn't get like too much. Okay, that's good. This is one of my new favorite stencils, and I know it's nothing, but it's just so cool. Love it. Okay, so you know what I feel like we need to add a little bit of white, like some, I have white, I have white spray. Where is it? I think it's, just a second, you guys. Let me see if I have it over here. If not, we'll use a white acrylic paint. I think the white I have, oh yeah, just a second. Let me see. The white I have, I think I used it all or it dried out. Yeah, I don't have that white anymore. But we'll just go ahead and use some white acrylic paint. Just on like a couple areas that have gotten kind of dark or blobby, like right here and right here. And how you can fix this is just use a little bit of white, and it'll just lighten that right up and put a little design in there. So I need my white acrylic paint. Of course, it's not right here. It's always right beside me. You guys are like, God, girl, you're loud in that craft room? Okay. Sorry for my chair. For those of you who are going, girl, please, with that chair.